Hi Gemini, I'm here to do a reading for you for the week of August 16th up until about the 24th of August. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node. Let's get right into this and see what do you need to know. Okay, you got two themes coming out. The orator, communication and confidence. You could be a public speaker. And we have the catalyst. So radical changes and taking chances or taking control. But maybe you're taking chances too. So the orator and the catalyst. All right, so that's your theme. Those are your themes this week. Let's get one more for you, Gemini. This is for Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, North Node. 99, compassion. So you could be communicating, taking control. Maybe you're a public speaker. You have a lot of confidence this week. You could be a catalyst for change, and you could be a compassionate. Maybe you're a humanitarian or a speaker that is making a difference in the world. So let's see what's going on for Gemini this week. Overall, you have the Two of Cups. So you're coming into some sort of harmony, love connection, possibly. This could be a love connection. You could be coming into union with someone that you love deeply. Or this is you coming into union with your highest self and with what you really love to do. You could be falling in love with someone or something this week. Now we do have the Eight of Wands at the center, and it's in the reverse. So there could be something about withholding communication. And even though you do have the orator, we're going to see what that's all about, because you do have the challenge here as the King of Wands. So I'm getting that you could be in the limelight this week, or there's something that you are very challenged to have a lot of confidence about and to be possibly on stage with. You could be eccentric this week. You could have a lot of finesse, a lot of style. You could be asked to be on stage or perform. And maybe this is you being very selective with your words. How will you present? It could be quite challenging, but I feel like you're also really excited about it. And I feel like you have stage presence this weekend. You could be very popular and you could be magnetized. There's a lot of magnetism here. I do see that stage performance with this Page of Wands. So I feel like maybe you are a performer or someone that's very magical. You could be a student of life also, sharing your experiences with others in a really entertaining way, in a way that inspires and motivates others. So we're going to get some clarity on this. I'm getting that you have a really magical way of doing things this week, of bringing people together or of expressing yourself. You could be an entrepreneur and you could be demonstrating your gifts or your products in unique ways is what I'm getting. I'm getting you could be a fashionista. You're on show. You have a strong presence. And you could be very commanding this week, Gemini. You could have a lot of fire in your chart. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Tell me about this Eight of Wands here at the center in the reverse for Gemini. Just a very passionate week for you. What is the Eight of Wands in reverse for Gemini? All right, so we have more fire energy with the Queen of Wands now and the King of Wands here. So maybe you're working with someone, could be a fire sign. You could come into a divine partnership with two very passionate people. So yeah, you could be on fire this week with this Queen of Wands. Very eccentric. You could be extremely busy this week, doing all kinds of things. You could be looking really attractive this week. I feel like your presence is commanding. You don't even have to speak, and you get a lot of attention. Maybe the way you dress, the way you come across, just the way you move, it's going to attract and showcase something here. What is the King of Wands? All right, so we have the Empress now. Wow. Interesting. So you could be coming into some sort of, it could be quite challenging to be on show, or to, like, I feel like it could be challenging to be a stage presence, but to still have that compassion and the universal knowledge and the creativity without being overbearing, is what I'm getting. So I feel like you're going to try to strike a balance between being compassionate, creative, down to earth, natural, and very fiery, passionate, and even almost eccentric, right? So it's going to be challenging to try to find that balance so that people can feel warmth around you. But you're going to be down to earth. Like, I feel like you're trying to strike a balance between being natural and down to earth and being really fiery and passionate about what you're doing. What is this Page of Wands? You could be also really innovative and experimental this week with something. What is this Page of Wands? Yeah, you're doing things in a very unique way. The Hangman in reverse. So I feel like you could be a teacher or a student of life, like I said, that's demonstrating something very unique that is individual. It's a one-of-a-kind thing. Something you're doing, the way you're doing things, it's one of a kind. It's not something, and you're not going to hesitate to do it. You know, I feel like it's like Houdini, you know, look at it, it's Houdini. You could be doing something, maybe you're in the circus or something, or you're doing something really magical or unbelievable, or you're proving people wrong in some way, and they're going to be amazed, or there's some sort of amazing feat that you will do that seemed like no one else could do it, and I feel like you're going to do it. You're going to prove people wrong, and it's going to please and entertain them also. I'm getting a kind of a jubilant energy, an energy of people being fascinated with what you're doing, but also like they didn't really believe it, but you go ahead and do it anyway. What is the Two of Cups for Gemini? Ten of Swords. Interesting. With the Ten of Swords, it marks an ending, a painful ending, but it's also behind you. So maybe this is you, there's going to be a painful ending, but it could bring in true love. Again, we have that catalyst for change. So you could be this catalyst that you create endings, but yeah, I'm still getting that. I'm getting this magician vibe, like you cut someone in half and then they appear alive again. I don't know, something weird like that. Like you're going to end things, but then it's going to magically come together. So this painful ending could actually result in a love affair. It's interesting. Tell me about the Orator. What is the Orator for Gemini? The The King of Wands in the reverse. So now we have the King of Wands in the reverse twice. But I get this as your communication, you're trying not to come across as overbearing or egotistical. You could be a little egotistical in the way you communicate. You could be overly confident to the point where it comes off a little bit narcissistic. What is the catalyst? That's why I feel like it's going to be challenging for you to balance that out. You could be like overly like, oh, you know, like you believe in yourself a lot. Now we have the King of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. More narcissistic energy and radical change. You're going to take control and do something really crazy and fiery, but it could come off as egotistical or manipulative if you don't tone down the vibe and get grounded or be natural with it. So I feel like that's your challenge, is not to come across as too like egotistical or manipulative in some way with whatever it is that you're doing or changing. And we do have that compassion card here to balance things out. So maybe it's a matter of you showing compassion rather than, yeah, so Judgment in reverse. So I feel like people are not going to judge you if you do some kind of like really, like over the top stunt, or if you come across as really like you really finesse everyone, or you have this huge ego and you come out like with dress to the T, you know. I feel like maybe by being very eccentric and extravagant and maybe a little manipulative, that's part of your stage presence or something, and it's going to balance out by you having compassion and leaving the door open to not be judged or not to judge others. So I'm getting like a flamboyant energy, an energy of like very fantastical presence, but balanced out by being compassionate and leaving and not judging, not passing judgment. And maybe you're trying to be compassionate to balance out this very flamboyant energy. Let's get some Kipper on these and see what's going on here for you. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay, gift. So I feel like you could be receiving gifts, or you are a gift in and of yourself, your talents. You come to the world as this, your presence is going to gift people, or you're going to surprise people with a gift. Or you could be receiving some kind of gift because people are magnetized toward you. The challenge is the King of Wands with the Empress. Creativity. Yeah, I feel like with the Coffin in reverse, it's like you're full of life and full of change and full of like magnetism and passion. So it's like you're reawakening, or you're coming back to life, or you're waking the dead. I feel like people are, it's like the dead are gonna like stir in their grave, like, you know, it's like you're bringing something back to life. You could have more energy this week. You could be coming out of some sort of time where you felt dead to the world, or you felt like the world was dead. You're all of a sudden doing some fantastical thing, and again, it's tempered by being natural and compassionate. So something's going to be revived or come back to life. Okay, tell me about the Page of Wands with the Hangman in reverse. Marriage. So maybe you're going to a marriage, or you're attending a wedding, or there's some sort of coming together, and it could be celebratory. You could be deciding to get married to someone. This could be a proposal as well, and maybe you're going to propose to somebody in a really interesting way. Like it could be like a big show or some surprising way that you're going to propose to someone. Or if this is not a proposal, you could be reviving your marriage or deciding that you want to get married. Tell me about the Ten of Swords and the Two of Cups. Wealthy man. You could be this wealthy man, or you could be meeting a wealthy man that's just gone through an ending, or maybe you just went through a major ending. You could be coming into wealth because of an ending, and you are going to come into some sort of love union this week. Maybe with the wealthy man, or that's you. Tell me about the orator. Sudden wealth. You could suddenly receive wealth, money. This could be through your skills in speaking, acting. Something that you do is bringing sudden wealth. Tell me about the King of Swords with the catalyst. Imprisonment. So I feel like there's major change here, and someone that maybe was very bitter toward you is going to be imprisoned or trapped. Someone who, I feel like you maybe went through a major ending with someone, or a situation is ending, and after this ending, it's going to open the gates of sudden wealth and excitement for you. Maybe you were dealing with a narcissist or someone that was really bitter toward you or cruel toward you. This is someone that is going to now be stuck, but they have put you through a lot of change, or you're going through change now because of this. Compassion. Adjudication in the reverse, along with judgment in the reverse. You're not going to be judged. You're going to be, I feel like this is a breakthrough week for you. There's some sort of breakthrough coming in that's going to catapult you into a new life with maybe a new partner, or opportunities to be on stage, or you're going to be very magnetic, and you're going to be brought back to life after a time when someone was very bitter or judgmental or hurtful to you. And because you've been compassionate and you've taken care of yourself, I feel like you're now coming into a time of great energy, passion, and creativity and abundance. But whoever did this to you is going to prison, or they're going to literally be stuck and unable to get at you. You could have Taurus in your chart. Check out Taurus's reading. Taurus had similar situation where someone's was trying to undermine. But yeah, check that out. You could have Taurus in your chart, but you're definitely not going to be a part of this judgment, or there could be a criminal trial going on, or some sort of imprisonment for someone here, but you're not going to be a part of it because you've shown compassion. And instead, you're going to be in the limelight, or getting sudden wealth, gifts, being in a beautiful energy of attraction and desire and passion and magic. So I like this energy for you, Gemini. Let's get a sacred forest message and see what's up with this. Tell me about Gemini. So we have Bluebell Fairy, gratitude number 6. Bluebell Fairy. The spirit of the Bluebell Fairy says, the more gratitude that you have, the more bounty will fill your life. Cherish the preciousness of all things, and joy will fill your life. The universe is thankful for you. And I don't know, I'm getting this song, Do You Believe in Love? Do you believe in magic? Do you believe in magic? I'm getting that song. Do you believe in magic, Gemini? Because have gratitude this week. The universe wants to bless you, wants to bring abundance into your life. Let's get a gem for you, Gemini. What is the gem for Gemini? Red Jasper, take action. This is your week to shine. All right, so Gemini, that's what I have for you this week. Have a great week. I'll see you next time. Bye, Gemini.